What's going on, everybody? Back at it with another video. And I'm talking while I'm doing some work because I got tons to do, but I still want to put out some information anyways. So this goes into phase 2 of, I guess, launching a brand. And phase 1, I guess, would be like questions that you got to answer before going on to phase 2. So I'm gonna start talking about phase 2 right now. We're going with the name / logo. This is the next thing of what I would do. We did everything wrong. That's how I know what I would do different. Not that there's not really like a wrong way and wrong way of launching a brand. There's just a harder way and an easier way, and there's not a shortcut, but there's a straight way, and there's a way that's just gonna take you everywhere. And that's kind of the way I did it. So that's how I know what I would do different. But anyhow, going in phase 2 of this, of the launch. And what I would do in this phase is come up with a name and a logo if you don't have a name. If you already have a name, chances are you already do, that's why you're here. If you don't, what I would do is write down descriptive words to describe the niche you're going after. If you're going after fitness, write down descriptive words having to do with fitness. Motivational words, determination, hard work, confidence, whatever words you think of, write down quite a bit of words that just describe that, or 2 or 3 word phrases. Put those words together, or even look at a thesaurus. I look at thesauruses. It's like if I want to find power, right? Look up power, and then there's all these words that, you know, it'll mean the same thing, but you just say it different. That could be part of a way to find a name for your logo if you don't, you know, because if we look up, let's just say there's a gym called, or a fitness brand called Determination Fitness. I don't know. But you like determination, so look up a thesaurus and see if there's other words that match that, and you can use those other words and it describes the same thing. So that's just a little side note. It just makes it different words but mean the same thing. That'll help a lot. So if you don't have a name, I would do that. Just research names. And when you're looking for a name, if you think of a name, research it on Google, trademark research, Instagram, all the social media platforms. Research it and make sure nobody's using it. That way they don't confuse your brand and what they're doing already. It makes it so much easier. As far as the name, I can go on and on about finding a name, but this is just kind of the next phase, and I can break each of these down. But just for the video purposes, I'm just kind of going over it real quick. You have to do a lot of research on your own. But anyhow, if you do have a name, and you're trying to come up with a logo, make sure your logo matches the niche or the market that you're going after. Makes a huge difference. People should see your logo, and they should know exactly what it is or what it means. Or our mistake was we did House of Beast, and the logo was it's okay. It says HOB in the shape of a house, and under it says House of Beast. Really simple logo. And we're an apparel brand, but I didn't put HOB apparel. I didn't do none of that. So a lot of people thought I was a gym, especially because I used to work out back then. So like, man, this guy was a gym. So that was kind of the mistake we made, is people thought I owned a gym just because it said HOB, House of Beast. Makes sense. So that's what I'm saying. Make sure you come up with a logo and a name that matches your market or your niche or whatever you're going after. And when you're making a logo, keep in mind your logo should be clean, and my advice would be to make it as simple as possible. The least amount of colors, the better for you in the long run. It may look cool on the computer if somebody does a full colorful graphic. It may look really nice, but think about it. When you go screen print, the first question they ask you is how many colors in your design. That's because of pricing. The more colors, the more cost. Embroidery. You have a super detailed logo with all these colors in it. When you do embroidery, it's gonna distort your image a little bit when you have so much in it. You're gonna get charged more for, everything's just it just takes a lot longer, and it costs a lot more money. The more details and the more colors you have in your design. So make it as clean as possible. And as far as logos, there's a whole another series I can do as far as logos or branding. There's your main logo. You got an alternate logo, and then you have a smaller logo that can go on different things. That they should all kind of match and go together. That way, one logo can go on tags, and that's your main logo for tags. One logo can go on your garment labels or whatever you want to do. Or that logo can go on caps and certain things, and this logo can go on shirts. And it looks better because not every logo looks good on everything. There's some rectangle logos that look good on caps, you know, long and short, or wide, you know, but small in height. But they don't look good on shirts because they all look so small. So there's different. You gotta have 2 or 3 logos at least that represent your brand, depending on what you're gonna print it on or put it on. And that's just something to keep in mind. So when making a logo, you know, keep it as clean. My advice would be keep it as clean and simple as possible while putting out the most information possible in that logo. So people can see it and know exactly what it is or what it means. That way no questions or people like, well, what is this? What is that? You don't want to have to explain your logo. Like what I had to do. I had to explain like what we did and what we are and stuff. So it really killed the vibe during the sales process, always. So that's just my advice, is keep your logos as clean. When you do your name, make sure it's not taken. Go to GoDaddy, make sure the domain's not taken, because when you want to do a website, if you want to do a website, make sure it's not taken. That way you can use that name. Luckily for us, it just worked out perfect as far as the names. We have House of Beast Apparel. We have HOB Print Co. because we're a printing company. Started off as an apparel company, but it just took us into this, and we're blowing up doing this anyway. But I will be bringing HOB Apparel back. In this, I will show you the steps that I will do, some designs, and how I come up with ideas. I'll go more in detail about that, you know, in the future videos. But right now, I just kind of want to go into phases, I guess, of breaking it down. And the next one would be, once you have your logo, once you have it set, once you have your clean logo, your clean name, everything real set, then we'll go into production and questions to ask screen printers, questions to ask embroiderers, you know, just marketing material that you may want, decals, just kind of walk you through the whole step as far as production. I mean, what to expect, things to look for, things to ask that'll cover you. You know, the importance of getting in with the screen printer / embroiderer, because those guys or those companies can make or break your brand. The printing, their prices, that makes a big difference in what you can do and how you market and stuff. So, you know, that's a whole different video. But right now, I just want to go over the name, I guess phase 2, the name and the logos of it. So these are just some tips and pointers to look out for or think about when you're doing this. So yeah, hit me up if you have any questions. I'll go more in detail if you need me to. These are just my ideas, so you know, let me know what y'all think. Give me some feedback. Peace.